Hey divas, welcome back to my channel, The Beauty Main. And today's video is, I guess you can say it is a PSA, a little public service announcement. But this is truly, genuinely a PSA from the heart. I'm not trying to be cruel when I say this, but this is all coming from the heart and it's like tough love. And if no one's saying it, then I'm going to be the one to say it. So, of course, you know this is about makeup. Now, before I start, let me go ahead and say I am all for, you learning how to apply your makeup properly. I'm all for you experimenting and playing in it and trying to figure out what works for you. There's nothing wrong with it. Everyone starts from the bottom. Rarely does a makeup artist or any makeup enthusiast or anybody who knows how to apply makeup, they don't just wake up and just boom, they just had it like that, flawless makeup, blended. Like, it takes time, it takes practice. So I just like to say that we all started from the bottom, like the very bottom, especially me. I started from the bottom, like not knowing nothing about nothing to, learning a little something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for that. If you're learning, great, I praise you. But here's my thing. If you don't know how to do makeup or you're just learning, please don't go in public with your experimental face. What I mean by that is, like, if you're just learning how to do wing liner, don't debut your wing liner until you have mastered your wing liner. If you're just learning how to blend eyeshadow or properly apply eyeshadow, or even like do a smoky eye look or something like that, don't go in public with your experimental eyeshadow / your experimental smoky eye look until you have mastered it. Because by you going out in public with your test face, shall I say, you're really giving people who wear makeup a bad name. It's people like you, when they see females with makeup, they're like, ugh, because they're looking at all these people who don't know how to apply it, and they're just getting a salty taste in their mouth about it. So like I said, if you're just learning, that's great. Keep practicing and practicing it and doing it, but don't debut it in public. Like, wait till you've mastered it and then debut it in public. If you're just learning how to put on false lashes, and false lashes takes time. It took me well over a year just to master putting on lashes. So if you're just learning how to apply false lashes, don't put them on and then like go out to the club in them with your glue all over the place, one of them higher than the other, and then you got on these, you're just gonna look like you have like caterpillars on your face. You feel what I'm saying? So, oh my gosh, if you're just learning how to do like your brows, work with what you know. Like, don't debut your look in public until you have mastered it. Like, how hard is that? I think that's not asking for too much, because I'm really getting tired of seeing these horrible makeup jobs and these females are walking around like it's okay. Like, for one, if you can't teach yourself how to properly do makeup, that is what you go to a professional for. Me, case in point, I wanted to start learning how to do makeup for myself because I was tired of, not knowing how to do makeup and tired of looking at everybody else's makeup and wondering why are their makeup so flawless and my makeup looks like hot shit, So I took the time out to teach myself, and I taught myself through YouTube. Nothing wrong with that. So like I said, I'm all for you trying to, learn and trying to step your makeup game up. But I really think that, don't debut it in any public setting until you feel as if you've mastered it. Like, let's talk about my pet peeves in makeup. One of them is brows. I cannot stand overly harsh brows. Like, take the black pencil, they fill it in, and it just looks horrible. Like, you don't blend it out, you don't nothing. Like, and then you just create this new shape that it just doesn't even look right. Or you shave your brows off and then you just make a little pencil liner. Like, don't do that. And then with this concealer deal, like, I'm tired of seeing, these overly concealed brows. Like, you can actually see the concealer. Like, that's just like me, like, putting on concealer that would best fit a Caucasian female and using that to conceal my brows. And not only that, like, you can just notice the concealer, like, right here and right here. Like, yo, I see your concealer. Blend it, baby. Blend it. Oh my gosh. Another pet peeve of mine would be lip liner. Would you please blend your lip liner? It looks so horrible when you have just this noticeable lip liner showing, like, you're wearing red lipstick and then you just take like a dark brown lipstick and you line your lips and then you just leave it like that. Like, could you blend it in? It's okay to blend it in. Like, there's nothing wrong with wearing lip liner, but blend it in so it looks decent and not so harsh and noticeable, Ombre lips. If you do not know how to do an ombre lip, please don't do an ombre lip. Some people think that an ombre lip is, oh, well, let me wear a red lipstick and then put some black lip liner around it and there goes my ombre. Like, no, just don't do it. Let's see, just keep this video short. One more is just sloppy, unblended eyeshadow. Like, I know a lot of females like really bright colors, like, they're bright pinks, yellow, purples, green, blue, or whatever. And they don't know how to blend it or apply it. So they just take, oh, let me just pop a little bit of pink here, a little bit of yellow here, a little bit of green here, and then do the same. And then it just looks like a 2-year-old did your eyeshadow. It doesn't even look cute. You just dabbed it on. Like, invest in a blending brush. Like, you can make those colorful looks look just as gorgeous if you learn how to apply it. Like, I don't get how you can look in the mirror and look at your makeup and think that it looks okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and another thing, winged eyeliner. I don't know if you noticed, I've been wearing my wing liner lately. It's because I finally kind of mastered it, because I would never really debut wing liner until I've mastered it. But wing liner is hard, and if your wing liner has one wing right here and one wing down here, then you haven't mastered it. So please don't rock it, and please don't think that wing liner is just taking your eyeliner and just making one long swoop right here and then that's like wing liner. Like, no, it's not. So I'm not meaning to bash anybody. I'm not trying not to talk down on anybody, but someone needs to say it. And if you know people like this and you don't say nothing, and especially if they're your friends, then I think that's messed up. You need to just kindly let them know. Like, don't let them walk out the house looking like a 4-year-old did their makeup. Be a friend. Open your mouth. Let them know. Like, look, your makeup, it needs a little work. So why don't you try to do something, that you can do, a face that that you can look presentable in, because what you got going on, you just look like somebody's daughter did your makeup, and it's just not cute. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all coming from love. I'm really not bashing anybody. I'm just speaking the truth. I'm speaking from my heart. And I'm, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again before somebody starts speaking negatively on this video, we all start from the bottom. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with learning how to do makeup. But please, just wait until you have mastered a look before you come out in public with your experimental face. What's so hard about that? Well, divas, let me know what you think. And thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video of mine. And until the next time, divas.